not so daft Minecraft. As I've said on previous videos, I'm really only interested in getting to a woodland mansion, but I did want to take some shulker boxes with me so that if we get any good materials, we have a way to carry large amounts of gear. It's not really necessary since everything is going to end in this world once we get to the woodland mansion. But I thought it'd be fun to throw in a quick video / tutorial on slaying the Ender Dragon. We are in the end. We built a portal. We found a portal room. I did a video on that. And we popped into the world on one of these floating obsidian islands, which is annoying. One of the recommendations is to use ender pearls to teleport over, but I find that I die a lot killing the Ender Dragon, even with good gear. So I wanted to build a walkway that I could use over and over again. Out here, the dragon doesn't bug you too much, so I was able to do that and build a little hut up there. I've been brewing, and I have been getting XP like crazy. Below the portal room, I found an abandoned mine shaft, and there were tons of minecarts with enchanted books in them. So I was able to combine a bunch of enchanted books, and so I have some pretty cool gear like Efficiency 5 pickaxe and Protection, I think I have 1 Protection 5 gear, I can't remember, but it's good stuff. And I was able to get a couple sets too, so they're a little mismatched in the enchantments, but it means that we can, if we get knocked out into the void, I at least have a second shot with my gear. We have a little hut up there with some supplies in it, and I think we're going to take a couple of runs with invisibility potion and slow fall and whatnot to help us. I think we'll use invisibility, slow fall, strength, and we'll take some regeneration and health with us. And I'm going to try and pillar hop up the big obsidian pillars. You have to knock out the crystals you can barely just make out up there. And once you knock them out, the dragon cannot get new health. Then we can run up to his pillar when he's at rest. We'll make a little cave in the obsidian pillars so we can run out, bang on him and when he's at rest, and then run back. And I'll chop this video together real quick. It's not meant to be an Ender Dragon tutorial, but you'll see the gist of it. And you don't have to have really epic gear. You can get by with iron gear. It just takes a lot more patience. And in fact, given that you might lose a lot of sets to falling in the void, iron gear may be best. But I do highly recommend you put your time into getting sharpness 4 on your swords and diamond as well. That's probably the only piece of diamond you must have. All right, let's go take a look at it. Now here's why you want potion of slow fall. That makes this part a lot easier. Now we're running around without armor, and that's helping us a lot because we're able to do invisibility potion, and the Ender Dragon kind of leaves you alone. I get pretty lucky here though. Oh, he's very close. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, so we're going to get our armor put on. We are currently inside a hollowed out section of one of those obsidian pillars near the dragon's resting point. So we're going to rearrange our bar and chug some invisibility potion, head on out. I've got some empty bottles with me to pick up dragon's breath if he has laid it down. That way we don't get burnt by it. So the basic technique is real simple. We're going to come down here to the bottom of his pillar. He's probably going to hit us a few times. That's okay. But when he comes to rest, we punch him in the chest. Or the head. Yep, there we got booted. Let's get up to him. Quick, 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 quick. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, dragon's breath. Now, I will admit to having a very terrible technique with this. In between strikes, successful strikes, I'll run back to my hidey hole, check my health, check my potions, etc., and then head back out. I can't really 100% figure out when he chooses to hit you and when he doesn't. So I just keep up this routine. Forgot to take my strength potion. Oh, that's a big, strong kick. Let's get rid of some of this dragon's breath. And useful also for other potion making later. We'll just scoop it up. Okay, when the bar gets that low, right about now, I start feeling pretty cocky. So we're just going to hang out here and wait for him to come back. And that's that, so not too hard. It's real sloppy. It's just a case of get those towers down. I compressed that video footage. We got knocked off a couple times, managed to avoid the void. So, this is what you get. It lets you go back to the real world. But I want to find an end city, so it's going to be boring. I'll just show you me finding one. All you do is you find the portals that will have appeared after you kill the dragon. They're around here somewhere. wander around. Try not to look at any Endermen. There will be somewhere, there it is, a portal. Now you could just build a bridge from this island, but it's thousands and thousands of blocks away from the central island till you get to one of the outer islands, so you want to use the portals. We're just going to build some kind of a simple, cheap little pathway out to them, hop up, make a little platform, just to buy ourselves some caution against getting knocked off by anything. If you're really planning on doing a lot of work in the end, you know, farting around out here for days and days, you might want to have a better access than we end up building here. It's kind of sketchy, but it'll allow us to come back. And then all you have to do is get yourself an ender pearl and toss it into that little black cube, and you'll port to the other side. So let's do that. So now we'll just clean this one up, get ourselves down to that little island, and we'll start building some rampways. And literally all you really do is wander around going rampway to rampway. And if you're stuck here for days of gameplay, you know, I would make my ramps so you can't fall off of them. But we're not stuck here for days of gameplay. As soon as we find an end city and get ourselves some shulker bodies to make shulker boxes with, we'll be done here. So I'm just going to make straight up lazy ramps and wander around till we find an end city. So let's get there. Eventually, if you wander these islands, you'll find some large enough to spawn end cities, and there's an end city. And we'll get up into this thing and see if we can find a boat attached to the end of one of those floating columns. Meanwhile, we'll just kill shulkers and get shulker boxes. These things are arranged like mazes. Can be kind of confusing, but eventually you'll find what you're looking for. If he hits us with that little sponge-looking thing, you get elevated, and you will just float, float, float. So I'm going to desperately try and put some stones down, but I'm not going to be able to. So I don't have any slow fall, so we just take damage. But plan ahead. Try to use overhead ledges to keep you from being able to fly up, or get yourself some slow fall to help defend it. Yeah, didn't learn my lesson the first time. And we're taking lots of hits now. So we're going to take a regen so that when we fall, we can start growing health. Take advantage of this structure being taller. And I don't see a boat. Oh, that was a big one. So we're going to have to wander around and find another one of these with a boat in it. Let's get some more shulker boxes first. Okay, not too far away from the first, we found this much larger facility, and it gave us what we were looking for, a boat. There it is, the end ship. Definitely do not want to get hit by one of those guys. Okay, so this is why we bring plenty of stone. Sometimes these are overground. But this is the void. Pretty crummy loot, to be honest with you. We got the elytra, though. I'm going to tell you a secret. I've never successfully used elytra. This is another prize you want to get. Because killing the Ender Dragon is the only way to get out here, I consider this my proof. So to collect it, we got to build a little safety net here to get the head. the Ender Dragon. Now we can start going across all the endless bridges we built and head back home. Oh, Jesus. I didn't plan this through. If I had to come back here on a regular basis to keep exploring the end, I'd build something much better than this. Another great prize you get is the egg. Let's do a quick one on how do we get the dragon's egg. You have to try to harvest the dragon's egg, okay? And it will teleport somewhere. Okay? And we figure out where it teleported to by just wandering around. Up there it is. And this is super easy. You will need a torch. We're going to dig a set of stairs down. So. And put a torch 1 block under. And there it is. The egg. Now the credits. And we'll skip through those. Alright, so there we have it. Dragon's head, dragon's egg, glowy wandy thing. We got the stuff to make shulker boxes. That means when we make our run to the mansion, we will have plenty of storage to take lots of stuff with us, which will be handy. I think when you guys are doing this, you're going to run the mansion long before you do kill the Ender Dragon. But I wanted to get it out of the way, and I wanted to practice making a video in the end. I'm going to do a better one in survival completely. We cheated with creative quite a bit, mostly just for the purpose of making it easier to move product back and forth. All the supplies were authentic. I just didn't carry them all with me all at once. Okay, next up, we've gotten enough emeralds. We're going to do the trade with a villager, and we're going to get that map. All right, thank you for watching this really clunky version of Not So Daft Minecraft. I have been Gosib. You have been great.